Meet Gary. He's a full-time food vlogger in Bangkok, Thailand, and he gets paid to eat Thai food for a living. And today I'll be stepping into his world, following him on one of his new video shoots and asking him lots of questions on how he makes his videos and how he's turned this into a business. Okay, Gary.
Hello, mate.
How you doing?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
So tell me, where are we? What are we filming and what are your goals?
All right, so we're at the new Lumpini Park Food Hawker Centre. So this is a place where they've taken a load of street food stalls and put them into one sort of clean, sanitised...
With a roof over their head.
With a roof over their head. So this is the first time I've actually been here, so...
Well, it just opened, actually, didn't it?
It's just opened now. Yeah. This is actually a soft opening, so apparently this opened on April 10th, and then come May, it's going to fully open. So I'm not sure. They're just sort of testing it out, I think.
So you're not sure what to expect, so what's your goal for today?
My goal for today is to hopefully get 3 or 4 delicious dishes and make myself a food video to show everyone what maybe the future of Bangkok food looks like. Right
then, let's go inside and good luck. I hope you can have a successful shoot, and I'll ask you a few questions, but I'll try my best to stay out of your way.
No worries.
I'm just going to film Gary's process. So the first thing obviously is he needs an intro, a hook, because on YouTube you need to grab someone's attention quickly, don't you? When you do your opening hooks, do you write them down? Do you just do it off the cuff?
Yeah, sometimes I do them off the cuff, but I've learned from the best. So Paddy told me to start writing them down, so I've started writing them down. But today I don't have one, so we're just going to go with the flow. I've done this enough times that I'm sure I can get out a 1 minute intro. This is going to be good for any of you sort of budding YouTubers out there, just to sort of let you know to relax, because we all mess up. I've never met a YouTuber that doesn't mess up their intros. So if I do this in one take, this is going to be a miracle. I'm under a lot of pressure. All right, guys, today we are at the new Lumpini Park Food Hawker Centre to see if this is the future of Bangkok street food.
They should call you the Gary One Take Wonder. Gary, while you're here, by the way, just show everyone what camera are you using, because they might be interested.
So I'm on a Lumix S9 full frame. So this is, if anyone's into cameras, this is the same sensor as the S5 II and S5 IIX, but just in a smaller body. So perfect, it's got really good stabilization, full frame.
What lens are you on?
I'm on the kit lens, 18-40, so it's not the fastest lens, but for YouTube...
It's quite wide though, isn't it? 18,
yeah, it's wide. Yeah, it's wide. It's just the aperture's not the best for low light, but all of these full frame cameras are pretty good in low light.
And then you've got a mic, lavalier.
Yeah, I've got the DJI Mic Mini at the moment today.
Okay, and that's my mic if you're wondering.
That's Paddy's big boy.
Okay, cool. So that intro that you just filmed, that little opening hook, was quite short. So is that all you need, or are you going to do a few different lines?
Yeah, I'll do a couple of different ones, I think.
Okay, and then you've not been in here before,
so
no. Before you start filming, will you have a little gander?
Yeah, so I'll have a little look round, because as you said, I've not been in it before. I don't want to start saying stuff in the intro that I'm not going to deliver, and then I've got to cut out later on. So the more you do it, the more you do these videos, the more you sort of get a process of what's not going to take you too much time when you get back to the editing room, because that's what takes the time.
Plus, you might turn up to this place and there might be no good food, and you might have to cancel the whole
video. Exactly, which has happened to me on more than one occasion. Okay, guys, so this is actually the first time I've been here. I haven't even looked around, but I'm hearing good things. All of these stalls were actually outside around the park previously, so I'm bound to know.
It's fun to see him work, because, you know, I do a similar sort of thing, and when I'm filming in public, it is quite intimidating to do. You do get used to it, but it's cringy, isn't it, to talk to yourself on a camera in public. So to see someone else doing it in the wild, it's quite sweet. By the way, I did see a few people order some banging looking somtums from here. So I know that looks like it's not open, but it is.
And he's got the charcoal grill on the go. Hold on. Looks very interesting. All right, so we've got the charcoal burner on the go, the Doyle, which leads me to believe there's some Cornwall Yang here. So Jim Jum means Isan hot pot, but it also means that they've got some Isan food here.
Gary, you can read Thai, is that right?
Yeah, I can read traditional script with this font. This is like a new font. I struggle a lot, but if I know what it says, then I can read it, if that makes sense. Yeah. So I can kind of guess most of it. So with these food court videos, I do a lot of food court videos. I do probably one a month. Where there's going to be like a lot of B-roll and a lot of explaining, I have learned to basically film what I'm going to film and talk at the same time. So I'll talk to the camera and then I'll turn it around and I'll talk about whatever I need to talk about, because there's so many cuts. If you get it back and it's just B-roll, 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 it takes absolutely ages. All right, so this one looks right up my street. The Millionaires soup. So this is Tom Luad Moor blood soup with pork organs and usually crispy pork. So this is definitely a potential.
What's going through your head right now, Gary? You've seen a few stalls.
Seen a few stalls. Well, like I'm absolutely starving because I haven't eaten, and the smell from that Isan stall that Paddy just said he saw them make somtam at. Somtam is papaya salad. Has got my name absolutely all over it. So we'll definitely get that, I think.
When you're hungry like this and you're filming a food video, does the being hungry thing get in the way of you deciding what you want?
Yeah, definitely. Because I'm so indecisive anyway. But when I'm really, really hungry, I'm like super indecisive. I can't concentrate. And what I try to do is actually don't film the intro until afterwards. So if the sun wasn't about to set, it's like 5 o'clock, so the light's going to change. But if this was during the day, I would do everything first and then do my intro afterwards, because I'm not shaky, I'm not hungry, plus I already know what I've done.
I need to eat my dinner here as well, and the food looks good, so I'll order some food, but I'll let you eat it for your video, and then when you're finished with it, I'll finish it off. So you can get a few more dishes. How many dishes do you need to have a video?
I'd say probably usually 2 or 3, maybe 4 here because it's so small. I might have to get 3 or 4 dishes.
Yeah, well, I'll help you, I'll get one.
Yes.
I've seen some yummy noodles.
All right, so we've got Kway Teow Gai. And I like this. She's got shredded breast. She's got shredded thigh. Oh, and look at this. Oh, and look at this crispy garlic. Katiam jiao.
Gary's filming at the place next door, and I'm getting told that this stall's really, really yummy. This lady here said that this food is exceptionally very delicious.
Oh, really? So we've got pak kapao, we got papikeng, we got khao pad, we've got everything you would get.
Everything every day.
Everything.
Okay.
Everything suki.
Oh, number 1 suki.
Suki.
Suki ruam.
You know, I was just about to ask you, are Thai people reserved? Do they like
Extremely. They don't like talking. Now, when you come down somewhere like this, a lot of the people down here are like working class, so they're up for a laugh. And
Yeah, they don't mind you filming.
They don't mind you filming, no. I always ask though, I do ask. I don't just like walk up with a camera. So. All right, so that lady just told us that the tam sang here, the stir fry, is the best in the whole entire world. So we'll probably get something here as well.
If you're looking to become a food vlogger like Gary, or you're looking to become an entrepreneur and starting your own business, you're probably going to need a professional looking website, and that's where my sponsor Squarespace come in handy. I built my fantastic website on Squarespace, and it could not have been easier. I chose one of their award-winning templates, and then I just simply added all the information, text, videos, and pictures that I needed, and I've started to sell my products that I've created on my website for years now. Squarespace also has a fantastic app where you can monitor and post to your website on the go, just like me when I'm traveling, which is fantastic. It could not be easier to make a website thanks to Design Intelligence. It's an AI that Squarespace have developed. You just answer a few simple questions, and then the AI will actually build the website for you, custom to your needs, how you want your website to look and feel like. Starting a new business, you're gonna need a professional looking website. So make sure to go to squarespace.com/Paddy Doyle to unlock 10% off your first website or domain. It is of course completely free to build the website and use the AI just to see how easy it is. But when you go live, make sure to click the link in the description of this video or go to this website to unlock that 10% off. Thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. You know what I'm thinking, Gary, just off the cuff?
Yeah.
You could make a video called I Ate Everything at the Hawker Centre.
Yeah.
Because there's only 6 or 7 stalls, so we could order something from each
every
stall,
stall.
and then I can help you eat it.
There you go. So we've done it, right? This is why they pay him the big bucks. How come I gay tod?
ได้
จริงเหรอ
จริงอ่ะป๊าลองพูด
Signature คืออะไรครับ All right, so this is a good one for your viewers. So I had a process, right? So I'm going to go to every store and I'm going to just have a look, film, right? But then you get an interaction, and you then have to break with your process, and then just do what they tell you to do, and then hopefully it just fits with the video later. But it always improves the video anyway when you get like a nice interaction, yeah, with some friendly locals. All right, guys, so I was going to have a little look around the whole market before I made any decisions, but they've convinced me just to get the rice here. So they're very nice, and this lady is very persuasive. And at first I thought she was just a customer, but I'm pretty sure she works here.
Obviously, Gary speaks Thai, and he can obviously read basic Thai as well. So that obviously helps a lot when he's filming in places like this. And it's good that he's bouncing off what's happening around him and adjusting his plan accordingly. He wasn't going to order anything from here, but the lady's been really friendly, and so he's just said, right, I'm going to go with this place because they're interacting with me on camera, and that's good for the video and the audience watching at home because they feel like they're down the market instead of it being a sterile, talking head video. It's all about interactions with Gary.
ดูทำได้ไหมดูทำได้ไหม
อ๋อให้หนูทำเหรอได้มาดิมาเอามา
Okay.
เฮ็ดก็ได้วะ
All right. So she's the
อัน
governor.
นี้กูดนะอันนี้
Okay.
เชฟ
Okay.
นะ
Okay.
So Gary, quickly, what's going on here?
So basically, we've been convinced to get some fried rice, and then she said sit down, and then I said, can I watch you cook? And then she thought I meant can I watch her cook?
So Gary's got access to the kitchen now because he's friendly, because he speaks Thai, and because the people who work here are really nice and welcoming him to him filming the video. How often do you get access to the kitchen like this?
Every time.
Really?
Near enough. 9 out of 10. 9 out of
Okay.
10. This is the benefit of speaking some Thai. Like your Thai viewers, if there's any, are going to watch and go, his accent's terrible. But if you can speak any amount of Thai, especially about food, like that access is there for you. Oh, อร่อยนะ Oh, a lot of pepper. ใส่พริกไทยเยอะ
How important is it to get these close-up shots?
Oh, it's really, really important for me anyway. Not everyone does it, but I just think it really adds to like the immersiveness of the video. And as a viewer myself of food content, I want to see what everyone's eating and like the difference in the meats and stuff. Paddy's going to go and grab a few bits from over there. I'm going to grab a few bits from over here, and we will reconvene to eat the lot, or try and eat the lot, on our little table we've commandeered.
I'll go up and order you a bowl of chicken noodles.
Yep.
I'll film it for you, give you the B-roll and the email,
Oh man.
and you can go and order this.
Yes.
Okay, I'll meet you at the table.
All right, mate.
Okay. See, I feel good that I can help Gary out because what's happening is it's just about to hit 6 o'clock and all of the office workers in this area are going to hit this place. And so we're trying to just try and claim a table and also get all the food ordered. And Gary was a bit late, so we're kind of pushed for time. So I'm going to grab him some chicken noodles from this place right here because it looks amazing and I think it would be really good for his video. Plus, I want to eat it. Okay, this is mine. So in goes the shredded chicken. On top of the noodles and the veggies. Some more of this chicken here. Different types of meat. Then you've got the chicken blood. Some more chicken pieces. Wow, that's a really generous portion. Some greens, and then she's going to top it up with the soup. That looks delicious. All right, Gaza.
Hey!
I got you the chicken
look
noodle.
at this.
Yeah, it looks really good, eh?
All right, and then this could be my favorite, I think. Giant.
There's like all types of chicken in there, like
Yeah.
4 or 5 different things.
So we've got shredded chicken breast. We've got some thigh in there. We've got, that's a wing. We've got a drumstick. Oh, no, that's another wing.
How often, Gary, do you order something and it doesn't taste very good and then you end up just like having to scrap a video because you don't want to say anything bad?
Yeah, I mean, it's like, so this is a dilemma that I've got, right? Because a lot of people, and I get those comments, and I think all food YouTubers do, right, that aren't negative. So I'll get comments saying, oh, you like everything, you like absolutely everything. Oh, you never say anything bad about anything. But that's mainly because I'm going to places that I've usually been before or I've researched. So I've got 500 odd videos up. I've been here 10 years and I eat 3 times a day. So if I liked everything, I'd have 30,000 videos. My maths isn't great, but I'd have a lot more videos than that. Do you know what I mean? So there's a lot of times where I've just gone, sorry, I can't. Just scrap the video. But
And then that's off your own dollar, isn't it? Sometimes.
exactly right. But you can't. You can't mislead people. I can't go in and go, oh my god, that's absolutely amazing. Then you come down here and it's rubbish, and you're like, not the best.
Do you think that happens? Do you think food vloggers?
I know it happens.
Okay.
Especially if you're getting paid for it.
And is this market paying you to make a video down here?
No.
No, you're just kidding, aren't
Get
you?
out. We're just going to take our pork and dip in there. The light is atrocious.
If the lighting's bad, do you normally use a phone or do you just try and, because you can't control the light, you can't control the sound, you're right next to a big noisy road. Like, this has got to be one of the struggles of doing what you do, right?
I mean, we all love that, like, we all want our stuff to look like it's a Netflix documentary, but I think people do understand. And actually, I think a lot of it, when it's out and it's street food and it's meant to be noisy, it's meant to be busy, and it's not meant to be perfect. So just got to kind of roll with the punches.
Okay, Gary's going to set up his thumbnail. Is it a simple thing or is it quite a technical part of the process?
If I put it all out and it looks good, it's very simple. But if not, and I go, well, that needs a bit of work, that needs a bit of work, it can turn into a very long-winded process.
And then do you set it to take a photo or do you just do a video?
No, I'll just do a video, 4K, and then just crop it from the... And sometimes, I won't even go with this, I won't even go with the thumbnail that I take.
What kind of face expressions do you normally go through?
Do you know what? I do a load and then I go, oh, you look like an absolute idiot. So then I just sort of pick up some food and pretend to eat, maybe. Little smile, maybe.
Do you ever feel like an idiot doing this in public?
Oh, 100%. Right now. All right.
Hi, thank you very much. Cucumber somtam.
Oh no, Paddy, it's here. Oh, Paddy. Paddy.
All the food's there.
All right, and last up, as I was talking about spicy salads, we've got a cucumber somtam. So the same as papaya salad, but just with shredded cucumber, my favorite, peanuts, lime juice, a little bit of fish sauce, some garlic. I actually don't know if I've mentioned it yet, but I actually have. This is very strange to me. I've got Paddy Doyle filming me.
Gary, just before you eat, and I promise I'll be quiet, does the food ever go cold by the time you've got it all ready?
Yeah, but I mean, this is an extreme example. Like these noodles have gone what they would call like oud in Thailand, I think. Like they've solidified a little bit because we've left them for so long. But you usually wouldn't order 8-7 dishes.
Yeah, that was kind of like something that I threw in at the last minute.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just thought it'd be quite fun to do in your video.
No, all good. Right, so seeing the noodles are going to congeal, I am going to have a go. I've got to say, Paddy Doyle has seasoned these bad boys to perfection. Do you know what I will say? Great the old guy.
Are you okay? You look like you're struggling.
Yeah, I've done something to my settings, so I'm on like a mad Thai beef noodles, but chicken noodles are always overlooked. And for me, one of the best noodle soup dishes in the world. So much better than chicken pho in Vietnam. Sorry to my Vietnamese viewers. The crispy garlic to go into the soup in chicken fat, and that tells you all you need to know about what Auntie is all about.
All right, Gary, how did that go for you? How do you think that went?
Oh, for my video?
Yeah.
It went really well.
Because you weren't sure off camera when we first met up. It was like, look, I don't know if there's enough food here. This might not be a video. Don't like get offended if I don't want to make a video here. And I was like, yeah, okay.
You came up with a great idea of let's eat at every stall. And I think that kind of made the video, to be honest. I think if we'd have just gone and I'd have picked 3 or 4 dishes, it just would have been a bit of a nothing dish. But the way you sort of turned it into a little challenge. Not a challenge because we weren't like, oh, we're gonna finish every dish, but yeah, I think that just made it a little bit more interesting. And that's a good tip actually for anyone of your viewers looking to get into YouTube. Always take on feedback, and if someone's got an idea, always listen to it, especially if they've got better ideas than you.
Actually, that's a good point, Gary, because people watching this, they might want to do food blogging. They might want to become a YouTuber like you are. How is it as a job?
Honestly, it's the best job in the world, the best job I've ever had. It's completely changed my life. Met some amazing people, of course. It's not, though, as easy as it looks from the outside, like as you can attest to, I'm sure. It's not as easy as everyone thinks. I think a lot of people think it's like a hobby, but it can't be a hobby. If you want it to work, it can't be a hobby.
So what goes on that they're not seeing? Because obviously they've seen you sweat a little bit, order some food, eat some food, but like what's going on behind the camera? What's going on?
Well, you've got to think of, like you said, like you've got to usually think of an idea. You've got to at least have some inkling of an idea. So that's the first thing you've got to do. Then you've got to come and execute that idea like we had today. But that could have gone wrong today. There's been times where I would have started that, something would have gone wrong. You might have corrupted an SD card or microphone didn't have any battery. Now you've got to come back tomorrow. So now you spend 2 days of your life just filming, but that's the easy part. When you get home, that's when the real hard work starts, and then you've got to edit, which for me, I don't know about you, but that takes me the most amount of time.
How long do you think it would take you to edit this video?
This video, I think, was in some semblance of order, so I would get this edited in 4 to 6 hours.
So a full working day.
Full working day. I say that it could take me longer than that.
And last question: how much of your income is just from making YouTube videos, or do you diversify? Do you have other streams coming in?
I'd say half my money is from YouTube, maybe.
Okay.
And then the rest is from sponsorships, like ads and stuff, brand deals.
And you've got products, right?
Yeah, I've got products. Yeah, that's nearly enough the other half of my money. I have a Bangkok food map, so it's got pins of all my favourites across Bangkok. That's more of a general map, and then I've got actual food guides, one for Chinatown, one for Chiang Mai, and I've got another one coming out for the Old Town, and that's like a DIY street food.
All right, well, thanks a lot, Gary, for letting me stalk you, follow you on today's film. I just thought it'd be interesting for some people watching here what it's like to be a food vlogger. If you haven't already, subscribe to Gary the Roman Cook, check out his content, check out the video that we made today, which will be linked in the description when it's ready, because this video might come out before, because you've got a lot of videos to edit. He's been busy filming. So anyway, Gary, thanks again.
Mate. That was fun.
That was really fun. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next week in the deep south of Thailand.